Eala just shocked the entire tennis world. What happened at the French Open felt almost unreal. Within minutes, social media exploded with reactions as fans everywhere struggled to process the biggest surprise of the tournament. The crowd in Paris was roaring, commentators were stunned, and millions watching around the world witnessed a moment nobody saw coming. Before the match even began, most people expected a one-sided battle. Her opponent entered the court as one of the tournament favorites, powerful, experienced, and fully expected to cruise into the next round. During warm-ups, she looked calm and confident, moving like a player already certain of victory. But Eala stepped onto that court carrying something far more dangerous than experience: fearless belief. The young Filipino star looked completely locked in from the very first point. There was no hesitation in her game, no fear in her body language. Instead of being overwhelmed by the pressure, she seemed energized by it. Every rally became more intense. Every return came back sharper. Every point slowly shifted the energy inside the stadium. At first, the crowd reacted with polite applause whenever Alex produced a brilliant shot. But as the match continued, those reactions turned into loud cheers and growing disbelief. Suddenly, the impossible no longer felt impossible. The pressure began affecting the favorite. Routine shots started missing. Easy points disappeared into the net. Frustration became visible. Meanwhile, Alex kept fighting for every ball with incredible composure and confidence. By the final moments, the entire stadium could feel history unfolding. Fans rose to their feet as Eala completed a stunning victory that may become one of the most unforgettable upsets the French Open has ever seen. Frustration was suddenly written all over her face, and the crowd noticed it instantly. The energy inside the stadium began to shift in a way nobody expected. Something was clearly falling apart. While the favorite struggled to stay composed, Eala looked stronger with every passing game. Her confidence kept building. Her movement became sharper. Her belief became impossible to ignore. What started as support for the tournament favorite slowly transformed into something completely different. Fans inside Paris began rallying behind the young underdog from the Philippines. People rose from their seats during crucial rallies. Phones filled the air as spectators tried capturing every second of the unfolding drama. Deep down, everyone could sense they were witnessing a special moment that might be remembered for years. And they were right. This had stopped feeling like an ordinary tennis match. It was becoming the story of a fearless rising star pushing one of the tournament's biggest names toward an unbelievable collapse. As the pressure intensified, every single point carried enormous weight. The rallies grew longer, louder, and far more emotional. Yet Alex continued playing with remarkable calmness. Most young players struggle under the bright lights of the French Open. The crowd noise, the cameras, and the pressure can destroy confidence within moments. But Alex looked completely unfazed by the occasion. She competed with courage and intelligence far beyond her years. Even after losing difficult points, she refused to panic. Her focus never disappeared. Her footwork remained explosive as she chased down every ball with relentless determination. Every forehand carried confidence. Every return forced her opponent into uncomfortable positions. Whenever the favorite tried to regain momentum with aggressive attacks, Alex responded immediately with fearless shot-making of her own. The exchanges between both players became increasingly brutal, with powerful rallies echoing throughout the stadium. Tension spread through the arena as fans watched the momentum swing further toward the young Filipina star. Even the commentators sounded shocked by the level Alex was producing against such an experienced opponent. But perhaps the most surprising moment was watching the favorite slowly lose emotional control. Frustration became visible after every missed chance. Routine errors started appearing more often. Angry reactions followed lost points, and suddenly the pressure that once surrounded Alex had completely shifted to the other side of the court. The pressure was becoming overwhelming, and for the first time in the match, panic started showing on her face. The confidence that once made her look unbeatable was beginning to disappear. Eala noticed it immediately, and instead of slowing down, she became even more aggressive. Every powerful return pushed her opponent deeper into frustration. Every winning shot increased the tension inside the stadium. Suddenly, the impossible no longer felt impossible. Fans inside Paris could sense that something historic was unfolding right in front of them. The atmosphere completely changed. The crowd that originally expected a routine victory for the favorite was now fully behind Alex. Fans stood from their seats after nearly every point, roaring louder and louder with each incredible rally. The energy inside the stadium became electric. Even her opponents seemed to realize the momentum had completely shifted. The fearless underdog was no longer surviving the match, she was taking control of it. Then came the moment that changed everything. You could feel the tension in every corner of the stadium. Nobody looked relaxed anymore. Fans leaned forward anxiously. Commentators lowered their voices as the pressure reached another level. Both players looked physically exhausted from the brutal intensity of the battle. And then one rally captured the entire match. The exchange exploded with incredible pace as both players desperately fought for control. The ball flew across the court at lightning speed. One powerful shot followed another. Neither player wanted to surrender the point. Her opponent attacked first with a massive forehand, but Alex somehow chased it down and returned it. Then came another shot and another. The rally kept building, becoming more dramatic with every second. The stadium fell completely silent. Nobody wanted to blink. Then Eala fired a stunning winner straight down the line. The shot was flawless, fast, precise, and impossible to reach. For one frozen second, the entire arena stood in shock. Then Paris erupted. Fans screamed, commentators lost control, and the noise became deafening. In that moment, everyone realized the truth. The favorite was collapsing under the pressure. Her body language changed completely. Confidence disappeared. Frustration took over. Simple mistakes started piling up, while Alex looked calmer, stronger, and completely unstoppable. Eala was now playing the tennis of her life. Every shot she hit carried confidence and purpose. Every movement across the court showed complete belief in herself. With every winning point, the crowd inside Paris grew louder, and with every celebration from Alex, the energy inside the stadium exploded even more. What fans were witnessing no longer felt like a simple upset. It felt like the arrival of a future superstar on one of the biggest stages in sports. Social media erupted almost instantly. Clips of Alex's unbelievable winners spread across the internet within seconds. Tennis fans around the world could not believe what they were watching. Some called it the beginning of a new era. Others described it as one of the most shocking collapses by a tournament favorite in recent memory. But one thing became undeniable. Eala was no longer just a promising young talent from the Philippines. She was becoming a worldwide sensation right before everyone's eyes. Inside the stadium, the tension became almost unbearable. Every point now felt historic. Every second carried enormous pressure. The atmosphere inside the French Open had transformed completely. What began as a normal match between a favorite and an underdog had turned into one of the most dramatic moments the tournament had seen in years. Fans stood nervously from their seats, unable to stay still. Phones recorded from every angle as people tried capturing history in real time. Some supporters covered their faces in disbelief. Others screamed Alex's name after every incredible rally. Nobody wanted to miss a single second because deep down, everyone understood they were witnessing something unforgettable. And somehow, despite all the pressure, Alex stayed completely calm. That may have been the most remarkable part of all. Many young players would have become overwhelmed in a moment this massive. Most would panic with millions watching around the world. But Alex looked fearless, focused, determined. Point after point, she continued attacking with confidence. Her movement remained sharp, her energy never faded, and every return pushed her opponent deeper into frustration. Meanwhile, the favorite looked emotionally drained. The pressure had completely changed sides. Confidence disappeared from her body language. Small mistakes became more frequent, and every missed opportunity caused the crowd noise to grow even louder. Alex could feel victory getting closer. The stadium shook with emotion after every rally. Commentators struggled to contain their excitement as the match reached its final moments. Then it happened. Point one last exchange. Point one final shot. And Eala won the match. Paris exploded instantly. Fans screamed in disbelief while others jumped from their seats in pure excitement. The roar inside the stadium became deafening as commentators shouted over the chaos. Alex herself looked overwhelmed with emotion, almost unable to process what she had accomplished. Under the bright lights of Paris, one of the greatest upsets in French Open history was complete, and for one unforgettable night, the tennis world belonged to Eala. Right now, the entire tennis world is asking the same question. Was this the moment a future legend truly arrived? Because performances like this can change a career forever. One unforgettable night on a massive stage can completely transform the future of an athlete. And after what happened in Paris, Eala's name is suddenly being talked about everywhere across the sports world. She is no longer viewed as just a talented young player with potential. Now, fans, analysts, and tennis legends are paying attention. Social media continues exploding with reactions, emotional clips, and celebrations from supporters around the globe. Sports commentators are already predicting a huge future for the young Filipina star, while many fans believe this was the moment Alex officially announced herself to the world. And honestly, it is easy to understand why. True stars are often created during moments of pressure, during moments when nobody expects them to succeed, during moments when the entire world believes they are about to fail. That is exactly what made this performance so unforgettable. Alex walked into one of the biggest tournaments in tennis carrying the pressure of being a massive underdog. Most people expected her journey to end quickly against a powerful favorite. But instead of becoming overwhelmed by the occasion, she grew stronger with every game. She stayed calm under pressure. She played fearless tennis. And when the biggest moments arrived, she delivered. That is what shocked the world. Meanwhile, the defeat on the other side of the net may become one of the most painful memories of her opponent's career. In professional sports, dramatic collapses are never easily forgotten. Fans remember shocking upsets for years because they represent moments when pressure changes everything. Expectations become too heavy, confidence disappears, and history suddenly takes a completely unexpected direction. But for Eala, this story may only be beginning. The French Open witnessed something special, a fearless young underdog arriving in Paris with nothing to lose and leaving as one of the biggest stories in world tennis. Now millions of fans are waiting to see what happens next. Can she continue this incredible rise? Can she become one of the future faces of women's tennis? Nobody can answer those questions yet. But one thing became absolutely clear after this unforgettable night in Paris. Eala is no longer simply a rising prospect. She is becoming a global superstar, and her rise is starting to look impossible to stop.